Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermorians. I'm your host with most, Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the generous support from our good friends at the Independent Creator Directory, your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, artists, musicians, editors, flatters. Look, if you have a creative project, you want to get it done, then my friends, my duckies, my loves, IndieCD is the place to go. And if you use this link, it helps the program. In kindness, to you guys helping me, I'll help you. If you sign on with Podcast One, that's PODCAST1, all caps, it will give you 50% off your one-time payment to join an amazing website that will help you get everything you want done. We are also made possible by the Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, the Simple Spear, all part of my ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled the sword to being able to train others in the fine arts of swordsmanship. Now, we're also made possible by Hates and Hellfire, which I actually have at least my visual plug. If it comes up, there we go. A dark seeker has claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a plucky reporter, a cameraman, and a very odd cat stand against the forces of darkness. Available through Amazon today. Now, it seems like I'm coming through my log on and my chat a little quick, a little fast, a little motivated. Well, right now we are set to get absolutely hammered, friends, assaulted, violated by a severe thunderstorm, according to all the alarms and notices and etc. What does that mean to us? Well, that means, my dear friends, my loves, that this broadcast may be interfered with, blocked, dropped, etc. I will do everything in my power to get it done, but that means I am not messing around. We're going to get through our intro. I'll just start doing art and answering your comments real quick. But my accountability is yesterday was the opening of summer reading for the good folks at the Benton County Public Library, and because of some scheduling things, they had to do it on a Tuesday, not a Saturday, which dropped some of their numbers, but saved them huge buckets of scheduling hassle due to some injuries that have happened on staff. Manda is fine. Everyone is mostly fine. There's some entanglements. What does that mean? That means I got to spend the entire day chilling with our own Alec of Alec's Creations, who may or may not be in the chat, and you guys know I don't read ahead, and drawing fun stuff for the kids, and just banging it out. It was a blast. It's always good to hang out with Alec, because, you know, it's like that second kid I'd never got to have. So, family is as family does. Now, I had an absolute blast. I have a paycheck coming today. Life is good. That will probably be invested into what we do, which means I have to be very busy around here. Sometimes you have to do that. Woo. I'm getting notices popping up left, right, and center. It may be a colorful one. Normally, were it not program time, my butt would be in front of my windows or out on my porch watching this bad boy roll in. But since I can't, I'm going to keep up and try and be as entertaining and educational as possible, because you guys love it. And because, as the song says, the chicks dig it. But we are at hump day. We are at the midpoint of the week, blazing towards the weekend. I am slowly feeling vaguely motivated to work on some things that need to, because I have a whole lot of cleaning to do before my next order of Nerf guns come in. And I have to plan my new series of Nerf-related content. Not for any other reason other than I genuinely enjoy it, and it's my channel. And if it's going to be as scatter-minded as I am, it might as well be scatter-minded. Might as well be eclectic, because I am an eclectic soul. Now, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are staying cool. There's a nice little bit of a heat wave tippling through here. I am toasty, but we will make it work, because I am not here for my own good. No, I am here for the entertainment of my viewers and helping you guys level up and enjoy just your week, your progress, what you're doing. So we're going to get into that. We're going to get into the chat. But right now, because I have so much to do, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop Joe's ad, and then I am going to hop on, and we'll get through the chat a bit so I can hop on and get some art going, and we'll all have a good one. Shout out to Joe, who is on a job site, who's probably going to get hit with the same weather I'm getting hit by. Everyone else, you know, keep your ears open and your eyes on the horizon, because you never know what's coming next. And if in your life you are looking to level up and move on and be, whoops, that's not supposed to be up. Technical difficulties, pardon me. If you're looking for a place to be hosted, let's listen to Joe talk about his site, and then we'll get right back into this, because I've got stuff to do. Alrighty, folks. As I said before, the independent creator directory is amazing. I also want to put shout out to all the people who are used to coming in, knocking on my door on a lovely Facebook. Basically, Zuckerberg is hating on StreamYard connecting in, which means, you know, Facebook wants you to only be on Facebook all the time. Well, that's okay, because if they don't want my glory, they can take a flying leap. Oh, I've got a chat. Rock on. That is much appreciated to the person who sent me that message. You are well loved. and we are getting comment dumps. So groovy. Let's hit it and quit it because we got stuff to do, my friends. You're seeing the dread motivated Nick. My hair is down. I'm going to be doing a lot because I'm too busy to get my hair up, and that has nothing to do with the fact that my cats have stolen another whole package of hair ties. How can I embezzle them to make Stringer Nerf guns if my cats keep stealing them? That's okay. I am not going to get upset because I have a master plan. That master plan is hit the comments, let you guys be entertaining, and then we'll get down to my business. So first through the door, actually, is Carl Witzman. And my first comment, wow, hi, Nick. Hey, Carl, glad to see you. Let's keep going. 10% off on any printed book on Lulu with code LOVEWRITING10. Ends on Friday. I really need to spend some time perusing Lulu. We had a bit of fumbling this morning when Donna's main monitor went out, but we're both up and running again, so it's all good. Hey, we all have to battle the tech disease. And hey, Donna. She's saying, hey, Witzman, dude, but she really wants to say hi to me. I know how it is. Yeah, start looking for a monitor like my old one. The font size on this one is ridiculously small, enlarging stuff enlarges the pic more than the font. Been there. Or maybe we will just shift your monitors around or play with the resolution that's on that one. If you need a backup monitor, especially if you're rocking an older box, check your Goodwills. Part of the joy of being in a college town or college town adjacent, where I do my Goodwill shopping is they usually have a large supply of standard size monitors because the kids get their boxes and then they immediately upgrade the monitors for gaming. So it's something to think about. And shifting won't help. Then the itty bitty print will be just further away. I'm having to use my magnifying glass as is. Well, that's monstrous. Gotcha and fixed. Speaking of print, I got complimented on my choice to make Haints and Hellfire large print by a lady who just happened to pick it up at the library. That's what I want. I want people to be able to read my books. So keep that in mind, folks. And hey, Don, here comes the Don. Shooby dooby. Don Dulas is saying, as I deal with the fact that we have a bit of a comment dump going on, you guys are having fun. Morning sounds like an interesting morning at the castle so far. It's always interesting when you walk through the door, especially when you bring your fashionable felines. And if you want to know more about them, look up her Facebook group. Somebody will throw that in the chat at some point. Bam. Yeah, I'm hitting it and going. We aren't playing today. You could tell that my brain is firing off well because I'm stuttering. Now, where were we? And Thesis is greeting everybody, and Carl's greeting Dawn, and we got greetings, and we got greetings. And I'm just going to click through the greetings because I want to get stuff going. Yeah, interesting. Let's go with that. It's how it goes sometimes. Carl says, I feel like I need another shower after tearing apart my desk. I guess I should vacuum my desk every 4 years or so. I can say nothing as my desk has become completely unmanageable. So, yes. And take that second shower. Enjoy your first world privileges. Thesis says, I sent in that story on Monday like I said I would. Foxy read it and found a typo after I'd submitted it to Dan. Typos happen and Dan will find them. But I also took the opportunity to vacuum out my computer too. Yikes. See if Dan catches it. He will, I have faith. That's okay, Thesis. Dan can fix it. Same thing happened with Joe B. Rain and thunder here. Cats are fascinated watching it from indoors. This would have been a day that they would have had to hide to try and stay dry when they were outdoors. My cats aren't terribly fond of the weather, especially Stuart. He is terrified of heavy rain. Thunder's not the best thing, but heavy rain freaks him out. So, and literally the second I say that, it comes blasting down. Can I peek out my window? No, I can't. Dang it. So, hey, Thesis. And, oh, Donna, it's going to be fun chasing April's chickens back to the pen this afternoon. Remind me to take out their shoes. It's a bit, and Thesis talking about his book, it's a bit sillier, his story, than my first submission, so I hope Dan likes it. And Don says, yep, rainy and cloudy here as well. And Don furthers, I need to grab an RX today so I will have to leave the house. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But it's not supposed to be big storming. I think it's supposed to be about an hour of suck and then mosey on. I don't think Joe H let them out. He thinks the chicks can outrun you. Poor wet Dawn. Carl. Not the green room, Carl. Okay. Give me a second. I've got comment dumps. There we go. Well, of course they can. Chickens are fast. Wait until Donna hears about my next desk arrangement. Morning, all. At least Don and Trey did some Munsey already this morning. And there's greetings for Josh. Hello, Josh. Morning, my sweet Dawn bird. And, aw, hey, Josh. Look, Hemi, some birds. I was trying to get to. And Carl has a little kitten in the box. That's cute. We did some hunting at Walmart yesterday, and Foxy got a sunburn. We were only outside maybe 20 minutes. It happens. Gotta be careful. I mostly tanned off today, but I should know not to expose my kelp to direct sunlight. Yeah, take good care of your pets. Dang it. Foxy says yes. You should. Hey, Foxy. Hey, all. And hey, Foxy. And you know what? Since Foxy's feeling a little hotter than usual, let's throw Foxy some love on top of that sunburn.
Hi, I'm Auntie Foxy, and I'm a crafting addict. I make custom jewelry from recycled materials, and Foxy has wares if you have coin. You can find me at indcd.org/about-auntie-foxy. I hope to see you there.
Uh-oh. Yes. Sorry. There was a big thump during Foxy's ad. I had to go check. All is well-ish. Just the storm coming in. And let's see. Ouch, ouch, Foxy. Here we go. Josh says, for some reason, the older I've gotten, my skin has turned more olive. That happens. Your skin changes colors. And I'm going to tell you this for the people who are afraid of going gray. First off, gray. Anyway, your skin tone changes as you age. Just as you run out of toner on your hair, your skin tone shifts, which is why sometimes if you're trying to dye your hair and have it look natural, it may not work as well as you think. Now, let's see. Hey, Foxy. We get more greetings. And hey, Foxy. And Foxy, I can't tan like my dad did, but I'm also not as pale as my mom. So I guess, when? It happens. But you can function in the cold winter far better than most other people, and you don't need as much light to process. So, see, there's ones. Carl says, 1 minute warning. I'm on meds that make me burn easier, and I'm already burn easy. Yes, I have to be very careful about the sun in some of my stuff. Love the Pirate Froggy. Pirate Froggy was pretty dang awesome. Almost time. Don't forget to like, share. Folks, yes, folks, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel to keep the shenanigans going. I haven't figured out my new tolerances yet. Get yourself a big old hat. One of those floppy hats. Get yourself a string so it doesn't blow away. And then SPF, whatever you can tolerate. The more, the better. Oh, good morning, Sarah. Sarah rising from her crypt to engage the day in her ancient clock tower hidden somewhere in the forests of Illinois. How are you, my dear? I do need to model some new vampires off of you, dear. Anyway, and we've got greetings for Sarah. And I'm going to click through the greetings real fast. And anyone I missed, I was making coffee, medicating myself, and getting nuts. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts. Anyway, hey, Sarah. Thought you were already nuts. Well, yes, but friends, the rails are off. She's doing. I better not say anything. No, Alec today to remind me to change glasses. I'm a little surprised Alec isn't in the chat. I'm going to have to check up on some things. Spoke too soon. See, I got my glasses fixed. It just took a moment. I will join you in having some nuts. Dawn, mine are pistachios, though. I may be wrong, but I believe there will be no show tonight. We'll see. Enjoy the nuts. Nuts. Nut giant. Anyway, Dawn and Carl just got bad weather. Yep. Good morning. Good morning, Miss Saren. Can't stay long, but I'll do a drive-by like drop, LOL. Well, you are welcome to drive on by anytime you like and drop whatever you've got, dear. You are well received and absolutely beloved out here. Miss Saren is the secret voice of Haints and Hellfire, should the universe allow. And no rush on that either, dear. I know what you've got, at least some of what you got going on in your plate, and I'm here to support. You know that. And everyone's greeting Miss Saren, and sorry I sleep in. Nothing wrong to do. I sleep in too. Long time no see. Hi, Dawn and Foxy. Hey, Saren. So we got the greetings and my accountability. Gonna rock show this weekend to gather some more shinies. Exquisite. Oh, gotta love a good rock show. And hey, Miss Saren, and greetings. I see everybody else. Josh, it's a little rainy. Ooh, Foxy, jelly. Part pleasure, part work. Absolutely. Well, if you're doing a good job you enjoy, it should be that, it should be something you enjoy. Might be taking all of you back to bed with me. I know I should not the green room that, but frankly, the idea of a cuddle pile nap is so appealing to me, especially with my new couch that is cuddle pile capable. I think that is delightful. So you just say the word, Sarah. We can all just snuggle and snore. I just need Edge to plug in my machine. Ooh, Sarah. Oh my gosh, Foxy, your comment immediately above mine. Lamau. Yeah. Must be a large bed crypt to hold us all. It's plush. Raffled on. Crowded bed, but could be interesting. Wow. No show tonight, Dawn? Will there be alternate programming? It'll be like playing Twister. Folks, that's the closing music. Gotta go. I believe I'm going to take the night off. Okay. Cuddle pile until it gets too hot. AC vents in my crypt, so it's all gravy. They have like weighted cool feel blankets I really could just squee out over. An understandable, Dawn. The shock, the horror. Fine, just rust up. Especially crowded because the girls outnumber the guys right now. It's a good ratio. Hello, Trey. As soon as we talk about a good ratio and girls outnumbering the guys, my own Trelena shows up. How are you, darling? Speaking of, you have to come over and try out the Cuddle Couch of Doom. Great things are coming. Like, good enough things I am semi-motivated to fully clean. Plus, the basement is getting thwarted. That's the other thing. Mandy spent a good amount of time working to get the dust down in the basement so that I can go down and do some important things like assemble things. It's going to be awesome. There's a lot of awesome coming. Morning, Trey. Here comes Trey. Here comes Trey. Trey. Here comes Trey. Here comes Trey. I've legit seen Twister bread sheets, Foxy. Thought it'd be fun when my ex-hubs and I inherited a waterbed. I am not graceful on flat surfaces. Still sounds fun. Oh, go! You guys are absolutely slaughtering me this morning. We are well beyond the realms of the green room, but since Alex's not here, I'm going to let you guys run with it for a bit. Hey, Trey. No show tonight? And back to working from home due to bird difficulties on my project. So I'm going back to anywhere between a week and a month. Okay, you are correct, Don. Hey, you guys deserve a night off. I'd suggest hiding your hair thingies in a drawer, but I remember Calvin can open drawers. Yes, mine can too. If anyone didn't like the show, please whip yourselves for me. Y'all. Oh, Donna, kitten skills. Kitten skills. Don't want to my system. Well, then you better like the show. Bird difficulties? Okay, that intrigues me. My babies! That's right. I was confused as well. Probably has to do with like the sandhills coming through or something. Of course, check out when they start cleaning student apartments or houses. They leave stuff behind. Yes. And Saturday is the Fowlertown yard sale, which last year I cleaned up. This year's going to be beastly. Morning, Carl, Don, Josh, Foxy, Thesis, Sarah, Trey, Nick, Joe, Nick, man, everybody. Xander, he's still asleep, and storms tend to help keep him asleep. So, sorry guys, it's a little hot in here. Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. No, L'Oreal. Accountability. I had the idea of putting yarn swatches in a trading card binder so people could choose the exact color and texture they want. And I know the manufacturer and color name. That is just brilliant, Mags. Heck yeah. Hey, great idea. Squee! Morning, Chris. Yes. Migratory birds have nested and laid eggs under a bridge, so we can't demo on it. Oh. Morning, Chris. Great idea, Trey. Miss Saren, hello to you as well. Oh, literal birds. Yeah. Grow little birdies and fly away so we can wreck things. Georgette can't stand the sound of raindrops. She scoots to the basement quickly. More of a slink. Yeah, right now I'm sure Stuart is hiding somewhere. Sunny and bright for us. No. Yes. Migratory and endangered birds are federally protected, so we can't make too much noise around them. Oh, that's nice that you leave bird eggs. They have to hatch and fledge before we can do anything around the nest. Sounds like my front porch. The people who know. And yes, it's one and done from what I see. And morning, Xander. Yes, morning, Xander. Morning, Xander. I will tell him he's sleeping in today because yesterday was such a big deal. Minor almonds, a mix of salty and natural. Chocolate salty nuts. I prefer almonds to pistachios, but they were on sale. Well, how many cat? I was planning on keeping that empty water bottle. Too late. Add facebook.com/Georgette and Buddy. Go read their adventures. And remember, anything you write up in short format, you can always compile. Why would you want to do that, Carl? And Josh is laughing. Right? Cats care nothing about recycling. Hey, no minor in the chat. We get to be bad. Within reason, y'all. So does that mean Heminy's theme song is Mone Mone? Of course it's hot in there. Nick, you're there. Oh, thank you. My ego could use that. Ain't nothing like a good ego stroke, friends. Hey, Chris. Nick needs a little fan to blow his hair back like those male models on book covers. Yes, I do. I do. But, I love my fans, so I'll take whatever I can get. Badoom cha. Accountability. Finished doing a Dork Cave project for TED today. Thank you, Carl and Donna. Feel like I'm getting a little caught up slowly on things. The Finch app has helped me get a few things done. I apologize for greeting Xander too early. Oh, you're fine. Hi, Alec. I am so glad to hear from you. Storms are coming. They're going through Fowler. Be careful, my dear, dear friend. That's my kiddo right there. Bam. It's one of mine. Deal with it. Morning. Glad to help. Oh, now we need to behave. I was sleeping home alone currently. Quick, get the marbles. Trap the stairs. Anyway, mine are in the room. Behave. Hey, Alec. Hey, Alec. Okay, while everyone's greeting Alec, I got to run an ad and then switch over because it's definitely time for some art time with Nick. Yeah, let's run this one. Little love for Cindy Cat. Thank you for that lovely ad, Cindy. And I want to just thank Josh Kemp for giving me this lovely weather report. Yes, I am north of Lafayette, so I'm in that funny Superman Pentagon. And that's what we're dealing with right now. There we go. Or we were. So it shouldn't be around terribly long. So as long as it doesn't knock me off the net, we should be groovy. Alrighty. Oh, geez. Well, that definitely calls for some quick blasting through some more comments, and then I will get through the art. And let's see. And okay. Greetings for Alec. Greetings. Behave, all of you, not as adult age. Hey, Luke Stone of Luke Stone Studios, the master behind Fund My Comic and Fundiverse, as well as the creator of Hybrids, my favorite indie comic, well, at least my favorite superhero indie comic. I have to delay favorite just a touch because at some point I want to write, I'm working on something of my own, and I have to leave a slot for that. How are you doing, Luke? Face it, Nick. He's all of ours. Learn to share, LOL. But see, if all of you belong to me, everybody wins. You see? I'm just meant to be a very polite Dark Lord. Hey, Alec, missed you. Come again. Hugs. Can we age our shoe sizes instead? No! I don't want to be 10 and a half. E. And morning, Alec. And yes, that was a preview of a new commercial. Speaking of a new commercial, I need a new ad from Luke. It's been a while since I've had a Hybrids ad. And all right, guys, you all have a great day. Got to take care of stuff. Get it done, my friend. Foxy, that still puts me in double digits. See you, Josh. Hugs, Josh. Ooh, new ad. Why do I have an impression you have a small shoe size, Foxy? Why? I'm like 7.5, Dawn. I have tiny feet. Thanks, Dawn. Accountability. Catching up on sleep. Saw Nick yesterday. Been writing a lot. Well, 2,342 words. Knock it out, my friend. I am very proud of you and what you're doing. And I am getting motorcycle-related messages and by Josh. And the new ad music makes you want to strike. Heroic pose. Yes, it does. Shoe size? I'm a 12, please. Trey's a men's 9.5. Later, Chris. The show's reached double digits in the likes. Wonderful. Doing good. Busy as usual. That's great to hear, Luke. I'm glad you are knocking stuff out. Nice. Good work. Okay, I'm going to switch over for a second, so I'm going to run an ad while I do. I'll come back in art mode, so there may be a slight delay in your comments, but I need... Go. Run flames. Alrighty, folks. With that, we're going to switch modes just a bit. Whoop. We're going to bang out some quick art, and I will check your comments real quick. And thanks, Al. Good work. I am off to do stuff for the town. Have a good day, all. You two mags. Let me just mute for an hour, so you're not getting my family's bombardment of messages that I get while I get things done, which is awesome. Good work, Alec. Have a good one. And bye, Trey. So people are comparing shoe sizes. 11, 13, or 14, depending on the shoe brand. That means I'm the oldest one here. You guys are 8 men's. Apparently, I have the smallest feet by a lot. Have a great Wednesday. Lamau thesis. All right, art time. Ta-ta. Almost dropped. Now, let's see. We need to do, well, let's see. And I hate to say it. We need to have, in the conversations we have in here. Yes, I'm enjoying watching you guys. Time lapse. Thank you, Foxy. File, time lapse, record time lapse. See? And I've got it where it's showing some of the things. Not all the things, but some of the things. All righty. So we're going to open up, and we're going to use the standard kind of Bunraku tricks I've been using. I'm going to use the slight blue for 1 hour. I will have to look at that in a second. But airbrush, I need one of size because I want to get this gray kind of there. Could I fill it? Yes, I could fill it. But I don't want to fill it. I want to just get this nice kind of light, gloomy, bluish gray, smoky color going. Get the edges. Yay! We're just throwing it on there nice and easy. Next, we're going to go kind of darker. I want to keep that blue, though, because I kind of like the tint. I'm going to shrink this down substantially. And I don't know if you guys can hear the thunder. I probably should have some kind of music going, so give me a second. The ducks need to be fed. And yes, I know I have other music, but not on this set. So hopefully the ducks are being fed. My audio is turned down quite a bit right now. Okay, so we are here. Actually, that's a little too big. Let's pull this down to about 50. Yeah, there we go. And we're just going to put that hard line of the storm clouds out there. And we're going to just, so you have that baseline where the wind has undercut it. And we're just going to build them up with lots of little light arcs. Just, and remember, friends, if there's anything I learned watching The Secret City, it was you need to do sound effects when you're drawing. Big, smooth motions. Hard pressure on the outside, lighter pressure on the middle. Gives us that nice kind of piled look. I kind of did more than I probably should have for this pick, but that's okay. We're not too worried about it. We're just going to set this one up really, really easy. I should have done that as a second layer. but we'll see. Let's add another layer. Blend mode normal. And what I want to do is just kind of widen in from down these shots. Now, I know that that's not the blur effect I really want, but it's going to do what I want till I come over here, grab the blend tool, and just, there we go, get that streak. I think actually I'm going to undo that. Not because the blending was wrong, but the diameter of the blend was wrong. I want to narrow it at bend. So let's pull that down to probably a 30. I want lots of control on my blends. There we go. And by layering that down, and we're just cycling it with quick but smooth angled strokes in that range of about that 30 degrees from on the top angle. It's going to smear the colors. I may need to go just a little wider. I want to get that picture right. Very, very now see, it's the morning warm-up, you know. I'm going to come over here, do a much wider one at about 60. Let's go 70. And I want to go blend from fingertip to blend. Now, the fingertip gives you that really solid, let me do this, that really solid kind of blend. When you want a more subtle, you go to the blend. You see? But that's still keeping that streakiness. And then I can start to just pull it out a bit and get the up splatter. That is not the right term. It's sort of the fog that's rolling in, because that's going to be roughly where the landscape layer. We're still playing, lightly on the background. Now, when I'm by myself, I usually turn more of the, I open the screen up bigger, but I want you guys to see the tools I'm using. And we're getting some great comments. Being home alone is nice. I understand that. You should enjoy yourself while you have the time. Relax. And like you, right to Carl and rain hitting the windows. And I love a few. And you'll just have to guess who is who. That's okay. You tolerate me, which is all I can ask. I miss Midwestern rainstorms sometimes. They don't make it like that. And I'll see a skull in the clouds. Would it be the first time, friends? Oh, I smushed it. Sorry about that. Get a jet. Hey, you be safe. And be safe, Dawn. And safe journey, Dawn. Okay, cool. Caught back up there. And I'm just kind of playing around a little bit. There we go. Now, I don't want to overdo this, which would be really easy. So you see I've gone to a darker gray, but I do want to add just a bit of darkness to it. So let me get my spray paint so it actually matters. And I'm doing the same kind of thing, but I'm just undercutting the bottoms of the clouds. Finding the areas that are probably a bit darker. And spacing that out like so. To indicate just a bit more depth. Nice and easy. Again, we're not doing a lot. This is kind of adding shape and a little bit of spice. And of course, I can come back with my blending tool later. But I do like to do, it's not quite rim lighting. It's a neat way to play with it, because now I can come back to the blend. And I'm still on the blend, so I can smooth everything out subtly, keep that roundness. And that is one of the best parts, I think, of digital media is the adjusting and the tweaking, where you can start with one tool and get it to act much more like another tool. Because this is moving around, I can move this around like it's an oil pastel, but I also can get that watercolorish smoothness back out. And it lets me pull and nudge and tweak. And again, I can use the blend to get that higher level of rain, because not all the rain that falls hits, So we've got this nice kind of down, and it is a downpour. So it's, let me do it like this, because I realized something. If I go here, I gesture a lot, and I'm gesturing to talk to you guys. And I realize you guys need to see that. I like you, Nick, better than just tolerance. Thank you. If I tolerate someone, I don't speak to them unless I have to. I get that. Saves arguments that way. It's a Zen thing. I'm very fond of things being Zen. Let's see now. We're going to come over here real quick and grab a new layer. We're still working in normal, because when I'm painting, I tend to operate more in normal. When I'm doing more animated stuff, I operate in different types of shading. So I'm going to grab my thick oil paint, because I know that's one of my favorites. Now, the temptation here would be go with the brown, but I don't want to. I want a very specific color. So, and of course, doing that kind of hides things. Okay. Let's see. See how harsh that is? I don't want that. Oh, I know how to fix that. I know how to fix that. What I'm going to do is cut this in. Not a bad base. Let's play with some greens here. And while we have the painter, the thick oil paint tool on Clip Studio gives you that, again, that sense of solidity. And I'm just plopping that where I want it. See if I like it that way, or if I want to airbrush it more. And we're just going across. I like to warm up with landscapes, because landscapes are always more, they're big motions, very loose. And yay for undo. Yes, folks. Yes, avoiding folks one doesn't like, and avoiding stress really does help. I have a bad habit of, forgetting why certain people have left my life after a while, and part of it's simply due to my memory conditions, and re-inviting people in who might be less than optimal. And I have to be careful with that. I fairly recently had an associate that I had to remind myself I don't associate with much anymore, for a good reason. See, I don't know. Well, yeah, that's starting to do what I want it to do, actually. Now I'm going to grab the fingertip, because the fingertip lets me pull colors out more. And then I can just sort of squiggle them around. And it gives me these really nice tints. And I don't, it's sort of using the paint, the palette on the image, but lets me blur things down and make edges, and really see, now I'm getting that slightly softer but more obvious terrain feel. And this little piece of white I can pull out, and I can actually get a lighter tint out of that. And yes, I know some of the pictures look a little almost swirly. I'm okay with that. Swirly happens. You just start playing. And it really is, in this case, it's two-dimensional sculpting. It's the same mentality. Let's do that. It just became kind of muddy, maybe algae-like creek that's running as all this is going on. And we're going to do this a bit. I kind of want to carry that down. There we go, right across. So, and I'm literally just blurring and playing. Art should be playful. Now in this case, I want the lighter away from the cloud line, obviously. And I'm literally I'm just stretching it and I'm letting the colors move till they get where I want them. And as you do that, you get this loose feeling. And being able to loose out and just kind of let it happen helps. So now I've got this a lot of my art has been very heavily influenced by Central Indiana of late. And I realize that. So I may do something else later that's a little more. Hey, there we go. Get a rocky feel over there. I like that. I like how that happened. Now, let's add another layer, because now we have a background. It's sort of a mid-ground going. I don't know if I want to put trees on the edge, but if I do, I want to do it on another layer. So we'll keep normal. We're going to keep normal. And I want my good pen, because my good pen is a fairly textured pen. And with that, I can do some things that I wouldn't be able to do and keep just a little bit of scrungliness. Just put a few trees. And that's really light for the way the color palette's looking, so I'm going to do this. Just kind of darken it up a bit. I've only got this little patch of trees over here. I don't know what else this needs, but we know we need some trees. Yes, they are semi-happy, and they will be happy because I'm going to come over and grab this, my sprayer. As you can see, I can go tap my running spray. I believe that's what I usually use. And shrink it down just a bit. And we're going to start with this shade and just let that little running spray modeled hit that little corpse of trees. But you get the feel of them. And then I can do this to add some trees that are maybe just beyond the hillside over here. Now we can go darker, and I'm going to do a little bit on the bottom, like so. And a little bit like so. And then I'm going to take much smaller and do just a little on top over here. And that gives you just a surprising amount of depth and feel for how easy it is to do stuff. And hello, Dr. Crow. I'm doing well. And I got something in the private chat, which means I probably need to run a commercial. And thank you. I appreciate that. Well, Trey and or Joey are looking in the back in case the storm breaks and causes me trouble. Although I think the wave should be mostly over by now. Knock on wood. But now I want to come over here. I'm going to add another layer because I have the capacity. And why am I adding all these layers? When you add another layer, it is easier to fix the mistakes you may make. And let's see. I have to look. So I see a whole lot of comments. Waiting from some folks reduces. No, that was not a hair. Wait, what? Okay. I have some comments scrolling around, so just give me a second. I'm okay with people unless people are deliberately pushing me. Accidental pushes I can understand. They do it, they get a rise, it's different. Oh, I understand that. I often won't Still won't react out of spite, though. I understand. But we should be pretty chill here. There's a reason we are lowish contact. Okay, family issues. Well, family can be a challenging thing. We also have to remember that family has, variant definitions. Family can be the people we're born to biologically. They can be people we're, regrettably associating with. It's kind of like this. I like this model tree angle. This is good. Not sure what I want to do in the foreground, but this is a good warm-up. And looking like this makes it feel like I'm up a tree. And it's been a long time since I've been up a tree. Give the light some time, because we're going to have more light over here because the storm hasn't hit yet. You got to play with it. You got to go, where is the light and what is it doing? It's not going to be much dark, even though it would look better, because if there was a lot of dark, it would not make sense. And I'm deliberately kind of echoing the shape so it pulls the eye down in a nice, smooth slant. It's just a good way to wake up. I want to add this darker, kind of mustardy yellow, because that's going to give me a delineation between the background and the foreground, which is really nice. It keeps things smooth. Awesome. I hope you are well, kiddo. I hope it helps Matt. Let's see. Hey, I released a supporter-only comic on my Ko-Fi, the one that Miss Saren was part of. Can I drop a link? That's why you have a wrench, sir. Feel free. As long as you're chatting and you're part of the conversation, I don't mind when people drop links. That's part of the Rising Tide way. # always promote. I think it needs something over here. It's a little empty. I haven't quite decided what though. Yeah, you know what? Let's grab some gray. Let's grab our heavy brush. Let's just put something up here. I originally planned to do a tree, but I'm thinking it might just be time for another telephone pole. And I think that might just be an interesting tidbit. Just add those little transformer-y bumpy things. Go like that. I'm going to put the lighting on this side because it's darker towards the storm. And I'm just using basic. This is how we paint pretty. And then I need to do the dreaded straightish line. So I'm going to I'll use mechanical pencil tool. That might be the right tool for this. You know what? Yes, it is. I absolutely adore. Whoops. Don't get funky now. Yep. Lost my color. I absolutely adore the basic mechanical pencil tool because it feels so familiar to me. Let me lose that backstroke. I don't need that backstroke. There we go. It looks a little fuzzy, but that's part of the charm. And kind of hard swipe right here. Yeah, I'm using that. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I kind of like how that looks. And let's do, I need a very specific shade of green. And what I'm going to do, oh, that's not the right color. I'll try this. Oh, that's way too minty fresh. Do I want to mix it? I haven't had to mix yet. Let's keep thinking. Put a transformer box on there. And I'm going to go back my heavy paint for a minute, just to make my life a little easier. There we go. And I know there's going to be gray involved. Don't worry, the gray is coming. There we go. And we'll just do a little bit of blend action, but I need a small blender to do it to get the tint I actually want. There we go. I want that hint of gray, but there we go. I want to keep that green there too. That looks about right. And then I need to put the little bar that pops up when it pops. There we are. Oh. Thanks for the comment, Josh. I appreciate that. Well, I really do appreciate the weather reports. And I think that's a good just Monday morning opener pick. So what are we going to call this guy? Save as Stormfront from on high. That works. I have to come up with different names. Save it as the big thing. Give it a second to be happy. We will export the time lapse. Give it a second to do that. And we've got, we consider you too, Foxy. And and I will be updating my time-lapse playlist soon as well. I have a lot to do. If I could ever actually type. There we go. And we'll throw that up there. And then we will export the ping for the art file. And then, because I found that it helps with the thing, we're going to come over here. Bam. Read it. Got the text. Hit it. Never mind. My painting side of things are finally getting that storybook look I've kind of always wanted, so I'm okay with that. Don't want to make it bigger. Actually, I kind of want to make it smaller. Let's do the little classic in the corner. Oh, I see what happened. There we go. There we go. And I'm going back to the layer so I know that that stays. Export single layer JPEG. And I'm keeping it a JPEG because the smaller thumbnails work better. Let me check my date real quick. We are working with the 10th. Cool. 6/10/24. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to leave the comment up. And it's just being funky. It's who you choose, the ones who lift you up and want to be in your life. The rest are just relatives. And Lisa says, Green-Eyed Cat, a horror comic following man hunted by a cat and guilt. Pay what you like, open to view all supporters. Cool. Very classic. I forgot to put the NTF on here. Boom, boom, boom. That's why I wasn't feeling right. Then that means Monday's picture is done. And so far, so good. We'll set up a new one. We'll get on the second, and we'll start taking thoughts and ideas for anybody who wants to chat about it. Yeah, we'll save it. And while I'm doing that, I will turn the time lapse on so I don't forget. You are helpful. Good girl, Foxy. Then don't. Put some sunblock on, wear a floppy hat, protect yourself. If you know something bad's going to happen, do something about it. Now, let's get some sketchy goodness on. I'm going to use my mechanical pencil tool because it's really kind. Man, let me try the good pencil. Do I like the good pencil? What's it set at? It's probably set at 0.7. Yeah, I mean, if I actually really kind of like that. I'm in red though, but it's light enough nobody cares. So I guess I'll sketch because nobody's really talking on the topic of what, and we'll see what this picture's doing. I really shouldn't sketch. I want to train myself to sketch from the torso out more because it makes it easier to place the body types. Yeah, I don't know. That's a little generic. It's not what I'm feeling. And probably way too pale for you guys to even see it worth a dang. So let's get an eraser of size and just and warm up. I could. I don't know. Let's see. What else have folks got? I would be a manatee. Yeah, I probably would. You know, I do love the idea of the manatee. I don't make problems, and few things make problems for me. While I'm working on this, I have an anime I would like to recommend. It only has one vaguely problematic element, being the characters depicted very classically Native American. It's a little dodgy, but other than that, which, given how atrocious a lot of anime can be, it's pretty good. And it's an isekai, and it's how a realist hero saved the king, rebuilt the kingdom. That's what it is. And I've gotten through the first season, and I absolutely adored it. It was very, very, very intelligent. Anything that is regularly quoting Sun Tzu and Machiavelli, rather importantly, knows what it's talking about. Now, I'm not saying I morally recommend Machiavelli in any way, shape, or form, but I do think it's something everyone should read, in part to know how to avoid Machiavellian tactics and recognize them when they happen. Dude's got too big a nose. There we go. Let's see, left hand. His head should not be in his pocket. This is not that kind of picture. Get that hand back out. I will tolerate no sloth, especially for myself. Put a glove on it. That I will tolerate. I will tolerate a glove to make life easier. It will at least be that, because that is his right hand. I'm thinking he needs a sword. I haven't drawn a sword dude in a while, so we'll give him a sword. Give him a bit of kind of liking the red. Okay, the hair wasn't an eyelash either. It was on my cheek, but I got no more floaty thing in my vision. Okay. Well, I'm glad that that's finally being sorted out. Got this. I don't know what he's looking up at, but it's impressive. Whatever it is has his attention. So we'll do that. Actually, I think we do the long. There we go. This is an interesting character. So, what else have you guys been up to? What has been triggering you guys' trigger? What's exciting? what's new in your world? I am curious. Because I can talk about mine. I'm excited. I've got 100 glow-in-the-dark Nerf darts to test. I've got a ridiculous number of weapons. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's a gigantic pole arm! Yep, I think I will. I think I'll give him the very cocky, half cloak. Yeah, that looks good. He's using that to slightly conceal his left-hand dagger, which I am okay with. Because he's being sneaky. And sneaky is good. Saber and dagger is a classic style. We can work with this. The question, to hat or not to hat? Not to hat. Okay, so we have Swordsman Guy, which means he needs a belt for said sword. Probably rate something like that. I'm thinking of adding just like a little garter to his sleeve to help keep that up as well. That makes it a little more interesting for me. Keep his tunic looking good. Okay, cool. So we have this guy. And he's looking up at something. Where is he? He kind of looks like he's got the eye closed thing going. There's a groove there. And let's see. This is because of Cindy's music, isn't it? Strike a heroic pose. Basically, got my comments in today. Okay. Oh, you just titled. Look, I just titled the picture. Probably did. I want some whistling arrows, but first need to, get some. Something I've wanted to do for a long time. Ironically, I have acquired the mega darts that whistle quite nicely. And I am really thinking of taking my fireworks fund this year, and instead of blowing it up, getting a whole bunch of glow-in-the-dark darts and, whistling darts and things, so that it's not quite so loud and it's a little safer for Xander, especially since, there's always the chance of things not quite working. I'm going to just start inking this fellow and see. Maybe this is like a post-fight thing. I don't know. There's an energy here I haven't quite figured out, which is a habit of mine, unfortunately. I have trouble, and I don't know if this makes sense, but just like I'm a literary pantser. Oops. This chin line is way off. I'm going to have to play with that. But it was way off in the sketch, too. So, yeah, that's not bad. It's a little sharper than I like, but part of that's because it's a little anime. Let's give him slight point to his ears, just because it's interesting. The classic, I drew things in the 90s, so I have a very specific set of anime bangs that I'm very familiar with. Date yourself without dating yourself. Of course, if I do that... Oh, the dismissiveness. Oh, the dismissiveness of this picture. Oh boy, just suddenly went, and you are? Oh, that works. I like that. I was going to do this whole soul looking up, rending emotional thing, and I realized no, he's just arrogant. Thank you, strange friendo. But as I sketch, I find that the story tells itself to me, and it needs, I don't need that color. I need my color back. 1 second. Give me my color back. bombastic side eye. Absolutely. This is a character who's like, okay, fine. I guess you'll have to die. I wasn't going to, but you provoked me. Nice. This is the kind of character that gives folks feels, which is exactly what I'm looking for. I'm gonna have to work. Like I said, I have to work on his chin just a little bit, but I'll do that after I've gotten rid of the red, because I may actually basically pencil this in the black like I am, and then come back and use Zero over it as a proper sketch layer. I haven't quite decided. And I'm going to come over here because his sleeves are definitely rucked up, because of course they're rucked up. He has things to do. And we'll just go. And we'll get him the little short gloves you don't see much of. Oh, apparently there's a knuckle duster involved in the sword. Oh no, not that. Tell me there's not a knuckle duster. Do that, point that out a bit. And then I want to borrow from his body line. Get this nice kind of slanted ricasso at the base so that I can put a little triangle, a gem, brace this up like that. Okay, it has a little bit of a lightsaber vibe. Yep, I imagine there is a train coming my way. Thank you, Alec. Let me see. Give a little, tighten this back line just a bit. Just comes down. So, because this is a slightly demeaning angle. God. Okay. This has to come down like this, because this is a very simple style cloak. And cape. It's not a cloak, this is a cape. It's a half cape, actually. Just like, yes. He needs a little bit more eyebrow, so his... No, that's too much eyebrow. Whoop. That was like a tactical attack eyebrow. He's too refined for that. There we go. Yes. I say. It's not quite Lord Solitaire, but it has that solitarian vibe. And we'll just complete the blade a bit. We'll complete the blade. It's that slight curve at the end that just says, yes, I do things. And then since his back is there, he's going to have a bit more booty. I try to use Jacques the Whipper for my, male booty model. Like, if you want to draw a man from behind, you either need to use, Chris Evans, Captain America, or Jacques the Whipper, in my opinion, for, the classic slender adventurer model fella. And by model, I mean, class, not... That's too planed. I don't like that, and I realized why it's bothering me. These guys should be much... Well, nope, that's not going to be a thing. Guess I will leave this way. And every so often, my tablet will decide to go black. There is no reason, no rhyme. I need to do this a little longer. Come here. Not there. Not there. I want the flute. I think that works. Let's hide the red and look, see what we actually have. Just for a second. Not bad. I haven't quite figured out what his other... I know where his other arm is, and it's almost all completely hidden. Let me put the red back so I can look at a few things. We need the bottom of his hand and the knuckles and a bit of space between the fingers. Expand that out just a bit. This is not bad. This was a fun one. Needs that rumple. Possibly a circle there. Let's see. Now it needs this seam to be here. I'm going to do one of these numbers. I want that chest line. And because that's going in right. Hey, this is very square cut situation. Other line. Do that. I'm marking for where the buckle will be. No buckle there. We'll see. I gotta figure that out. So there we go. Yes, he definitely has vampiric problem vibes, and I know we could use some more problematic, vaguely vampiric related characters. I think that would be fun. Alrighty, let's get this pan back out. Oh, God, he's dismissive. Oh, that's good. I like that. Bombastic side eye. You see a little bit, but not much, because he's disguising where his dagger actually is. His footwork is contained, so he has just a little bit of back there. And we're going to go like this. Oh, that works, friends. Because what I had was his ponytail kind of curling around here, and I integrated it into the cape, which I realized I have to slightly, that's what's needed. The cape needed to be slightly widened. That's a bit more eraser than I need. Pull that down to something a little more magical. He needs, add a layer, drop it all the way to the base. Grab my fill tool, grab my color. We need some gray back here. Boom. Oh no. That's terrible. It's that dreaded, oh no, he's hot. Morning, Xander. Whole bunch of people have said hi to you. Is it still raining? Okay. Let me know if it's still raining. That looks terrible. Need to go on here. Yes, that makes him pop quite nicely. Oh, okay. That's not bad, friends. Little magic card. It's big stretch. Hold on. Been a bit, so I'm going to run an ad, and then I'm going to come back and work on this guy. That's Peril, the boss before the boss. Oh, there are all sorts of bosses before the boss, depending on how you do things. And let's see. He's a vampire, totally. I know who that is. His content is amazing. And people are complaining about stretching. And that's Peril. Hashtag save garb from Peril. Oh, you think this would be the threat for your beloved garb? Could be. He does have that villainous nature. That could influence how I colorize him. This is how characters are born. I'd need to do a walk around and stuff, but we're getting there. But before we do that, I need my pencil back. I need to be back on my drawing layer. Close. this up, come back here, grab that, fill that one little hole right there. Yes, that was bothering me. I like what we've got going on here. I'm going to have to do, like I said, a little tweaks, but I haven't run an ad in a bit. So let's run an ad. And if you want your ad shown, you reach out to me and we'll probably show it. If you definitely want your ad shown, I am more than willing to make paid advertising agreements. I can't promote that anymore because that's out of date. I need to get a new indie bump from them. But let's go all the way up here and run. Actually, no, I know what I'll run. I'll run the old Life on Quora, because I think that just talks about Life on Quora without having the Mike Jimmy ad. So we'll be back in a minute. Now, see, I agree, Thesis. That is very much this character's attitude. This is very much a defined... You know what? Let's have some fun with this. Let's have a little bit of fun. New layer. Blend mode multiply. Let's get it. First, I need the right color. It can't quite be gray. And I need... one of my favorite tools. So we go in our pen, we go into marker. When I am doing flats, and I want the, how do I want to put this? I want that smooth, reliable. I don't want adjustments. I use something like the Milli pen. It's really nice because it's going to give me a very solid color. He needs to be gray as a base because he's got way too much of a vaguely vampiric vibe. I might redraw Malborn and the Grim at some point. I think Malborn needs a little bit more love, both in game and just artistically. It's a good character. But this guy is very much hitting that vampire or vampire adjacent. Oh, yes, it's vampire adjacent. I don't know where Johnny is right now, but I'm going to annoy him greatly. Because I'm starting to figure out what this guy is about. Do this. And I may come back and actually re-ink this with the Zero pen just to see how it looks later. I don't know. But this is a good character development. Now, what I need to do, one of these art streams, is do the actual, visual representation of my folks from Hampton Hellfire. Because I think people will get a huge kick out of seeing Ralph and Ellie and BB and Mr. Black. Ah, there's that train you were talking about. It took its time getting here, but it's here. It's probably Dave. There are names on the engines that go by. On the regular trains, the lead one oftentimes is called Dave, and I find that amusing. Oh no, that's his shirt, not the cloak. That's a different situation. So we're now going to go to almost black, an off black scenario. I'm doing that so that I can add shading later. We're just doing go. This isn't Lord of Solitaire, but the Lord of Solitaire energy is so strong with this dude. And I do need to, introduce a whole bunch of potential new baddies because there are going to be so many guests for the vampire's wedding. Oh, I have so much work to do. Do I like this as the... Yes, I do. I'm going to do this as the double color. At least it's the base double color. So that's going to stand out quite well. After this, I have a question if I can remember it. Oh, you guys are encouraging. Yes, encourage me. Tempt me to be a more problematic. Shit, I need this color over here. Is that the same? No, it's not good. Character design is fun because a lot of times this is the story. I believe in character-driven stories a lot of the time. You want any character you have to be driven by not sure like that. Well, let's see. Let's play with his shirt color. Because, yes, that's a pink. But, in early periods, the boy-girl colors are actually reversed to what we do now, where the pink was considered a masculine color, and the blue was considered a more feminine color. Isn't that fascinating? There are so many fashion tropes that people historically, cling to, not realizing that they aren't as old as people want to believe they are. I think yoga was started in the 70s. There are a lot of different things that people assume are ancient, and they really aren't. They're just things that are as they were. He needs some brown, though. He needs some nice brown gloves. This is turning out okay. Now, of course, I'm going to have to do the shading and stuff. And we'll go with a much darker brown for the leather stuff. And I know there's a spot that I missed. I'll deal with that later. I also took a shortcut on the buckle. But again, this is a character I'm probably going to revisit. The peril aspect does interest me. I like the logic of a character literally called Peril. I'm gonna have to do some repair on this, which is fine. My pen is just too thick. Okay. Did you get your Mountain Dew? Get your Mountain Dew or a kickstart, Xander. And I know normally I would. The Capetto. Oh yes, there is a definite Assassin's Creed vibe to him. I thought about giving him blonde hair for a split second, but as soon as I would have done that, the answer would have been, "Oh, it's a Lucard." So I gave him the dark auburn, because if I gave him black, it would be a different Alucard. Oh, a real vampire. the edited version because I try not to swear on this channel when I can avoid it. I make mistakes, but I try not to. Let's get his hair done. Like I said, this image needs some tweaks, but that's okay. What time are we at? We're at 1:35, and we still have 11 viewers, at least in the eyeball crew. I need to fix his hair, and I know I need to fix his hair. I made some changes. There we go. Now, is this perfect? No. No, it's just not perfect. Is it adequate? I'm getting that. The important part is, as I've done this image, it has tried to tell a story. And that tells me I'm doing it right. Right now I'm just flitting around, filling in holidays and such. Well, I think. So let's add another layer. Blend mode, multiply. Let's get about what are we at, a third, 20%? Let's go 30. Let's start doing some selective shading. Because what that's going to do is add dimensionality. Oh, I still have to fix that hair tie thing. That's okay. I can fix that hair tie thing. And make the picture more interesting. There. And then we'll come here. And this is very cell shading. This is just figuring out where the shade should be, splopping it on and going on my merry way. But it gets it done, especially for an image like this. And it lets me stay fairly fast and live. Because I know I am going to go like this. I need a bigger brush for this. There we go. I usually shade with about a 20. I'm rocking a 25 right now. And that's mostly because of I'm trying to get done a little bit faster than I was. I was diddle-dallying. Diddle-dally, shall we? Anyhow, got that done. Definitely darkened by his knuckles and back here. Darken back there. Darken down there. Gives us that flash of color. The blades still look good. Alrighty. Come back here. I'm going to give a little bit. Narrow this back down a bit. I'm going to turn this blue. Turn this blue because it will give. There's a story behind it, and I can feel that. I wish my hair was that thick. Now, see, thing is, my hair can be that thick. It's just I'm losing the front of it. That is a cruel, cruel thing to say, Alec. Somebody went to Subway. Anyway, I'm over here. And again, just a fun, absolutely dismissive vampire or vampire-related character. And let me see, what kind of... Okay, there we go. Add one more layer. Notice how kind of energy he has. I'm really tempted to... Woo! I'm gonna have to zoom in for that. Give me a second. I try not to do a lot of zooms because it makes makes some folks a little seasick. Do I like the pink? Do I like the pink? Because it would be the pink or like the light blue. Oh, I like the light blue. That looks brutal. Soft light? Oh yeah. There we go. Look at that. His eyes are just, you can tell something is up. Now I'm tempted to the kind of power-up women. Let's see how that works. Oh, because, you know, who doesn't love just a little bit of rim lighting? Yeah, let's just give him that little power vibe. And this guy might just show up in game. And I like that I'm doing this and I'm not doing like a red one, because that gives it us a little bit more question of he's vampiric, but whose side is he on scenario. Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh, I'm an absolute, skank for a beautiful bit of rim lighting, because it just always pops. It's got that energy vibe, just like, and if you aren't hearing Castlevania music in the back of your mind, this picture is not doing its job. I'm going to do this. And if you think I'm not going to put that glow right up the blade, you imply that maybe something is going on. Nice. Juicy! Alec, you gamed with me long enough to start guessing some of my thoughts. Okay, this is fun. This is fun. Do I want to do a little bit of this? No, that's acceptable. Like anywhere his skin is kind of flashing, he's got the thing. Oh yeah, there's a definite kind of dark elf vibe too. He's a little pale for a dark elf, but there's like, yeah, there's just an energy there that I kind of dig. Now I'm trying to decide. Okay, I'm at a good point where I can, possibly stop if I want to, but do I want to do the like it's crackling? Oh, I do. I want it to crackle. Let's go. Let's go, friends. That he's powered up and crackling. Like, you really want some of this. Oh, that's just glorious. No, I don't like that little pop part though. We're gonna do that. I want it to be more focused as it gets closer to the tip of the sword. Oh, that's just that little touch it needed. Like, whew. I was having full-blown conversations with you without even saying anything. Like, yes, not the first time. There are reasons why people are convinced we're related. Not yet. There are legalities to consider. But like, I don't even really want to do much with this guy right now. Other than, one second. We had a brief error. Oh, do that. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, but I had a bit of a glitch. I meant to hit hide, and I hit stop sharing. There we go. Oh, yes. Oh, it's too Castlevania to do it, but I'm really tempted. Oh, I need to sign off on this. I forgot to sign the other one. Wow, I am out of it. Yeah, that's okay. Get the zero pen. Let's see what we have. And I am definitely. You need something though. That background's too vague. He needs something. He needs something. Okay, he needs something. We can work on something he needs. Because that's going to bug me to no end. Let's see, where's my line like? Between here, I'm adding a normal layer. Go to my shapes. Let's see what shapes I actually have access to. Not many. I need to see about getting some more basic shape tools. If I go as a rectangle as the start, in black, at 10, and we do that, boom. Let me just simply do my usual cheat. I'm going to erase for size, please. Thank you. Doesn't overlap. I'm going to have to zoom in and double check those edges, but we have a bit of a tangent with that knife. Bit of a tangent with the knife, but not bad. Let's try something. Let's just try something. Need all, yeah, I need basically black. Oh, and there it is, friends. There it is. What a speech bubble. Oh, that's funny. Okay. It needed that. It needed that. I like this character. He makes me happy. Now we're going to go back to the pen. What am I doing? I'm all leaning over. I don't lean. My picture leans. Get over here. What you doing? If I want to sign it this way, which I do. And yeah, let's go. Perfection. Oh, that's what's wrong. Yeah, you know, we'll use the same color. This light base will look better. That looks good. I like that. And I do like the let me get, I want to see the whole thing. Here. Go away. YouTube. I want to look at this for a second. Behold. I love when a new character is born. You think that would be a cool print? It could. It could. I probably, if I were doing it as a print, would crop it because there's a lot of dead space. So I'd probably crop it down to about there and like this real close to the edge, which would center him better. But for what it is, it rocks. Save as. But for whom? Peril, but for whom? And that looks good. And then we are going to export the time lapse because yes, we did. This is coming along. And thank you guys for sticking around. So while I do that, let me do this and I will say art time lapse. I need to finish this up. Do this. Bam. File, export, single layer, PNG. Bam. 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 Now we are going to go here. We are going to go here. And we are going to go rounded balloon. I really prefer more of a square balloon, but let me see what. There. Okay. Just like this. And we'll grab regular balloon tail. And then we will go here. We'll go here. But actually, no, we're going to go right here because I need all the space to make my life a little easier. Where is it? Find it. Oh, something is wrong. Something went wrong in the layers. Let me look. Oh. Okay. It didn't do. Okay, that's what happened. So if I go here, I go here. Okay, there we are. It just needed to burp for a second. No. And I do love, till the day I die, I am going to love the delicious irony that the man, the myth, the legend, Brian K. Morris, gave me this show to take over. And I am such a long-winded goofball. Play the size a bit. Oh, that looks good. I don't care who you are. That looks good. I'll take that. And we will say export single layer PN JPEG so it works better. NTF 10 6 10 oh no 612 24. Man, we are barreling close to Father's Day actually. Okay. Never mind the furthermore. Boom. So I need to do one more. New. Okay. I'm here. We close that. I am going to save that because I actually find that ironic. One more. One more, Pocky. And yes, you do have good thoughts. Don't bash yourself. Need my phone for a second. Actually, I'm going to run an ad. Give you guys a chance to ponder what I need to do. Who hasn't been run in a while? Actually, okay, I gotta run this one because it's too much fun.
It's time to scan, that is the plan with Carl and Dawn to catch a fawn or unicorn. We're so forlorn, we got a cap, so here's our rep. Munsey, we want to Munsey because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we've got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too. Munsey is good exercise, good for your heart and for your thighs. Dawn is such a lovely lass. Come on, Dawn, get off your chair. Munsey, we want to Munsey because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too.
Alrighty, let's see what your comments came up while the Munsey sang. Boxing bunnies. Boxing bunnies. Boxing bunnies. Okay. I need not meta AI. I need to look at one bit of reference real quick because I am getting all the comments right now that don't apply to anything. And yes. Nick, you using reference? Yes, sometimes I use reference. You need to. Anyway, boxing bunnies, huh? Okay. We can do boxing bunnies. Let me get my pencil out. And I want to shrink it just a little. Yeah, 5. Let me see. I'm checking the line before I do the thing. Yeah, I want a narrower. So, 3 looks a little cleaner. Yeah, 3 looks a little cleaner. All right, we're going to go there. We're going to undo, undo, undo. We're going to say File, Time-Lapse Record. See? Waha. Boxing bunnies, huh? Okay. Odd thing to request, but we can make that happen. LOL, you just don't have thought bonus points if one of them has a bite taken out of their ear? Jeez, you're vicious. Hold on. You're just... What bunny? Some bunny hurt you. You know, do that. She's looking this way. Yeah, I got to figure this out. Give me a second. I'm having brain fart. There we go. No, that's 2. There we go. Good cross guard situation. Do that. Do this. Do that. Do this. Fluffy tail over here. Boxing bunnies, though. God. Okay. I swear the story. Boxing bunnies. How am I there? You guys give me the best challenges. Okay. And this part was easy peasy lemon squeezy. Here, so very defensive. Guard up. Do that. Prop top action. There we go. It's been a long time since I've done bunny ears. Oh, that's not bad. That. So I got quiet because, you know, I was actually focusing. Man, I don't like those ears. I'm going to have to really fix that, but that's okay. It's this one's boxing bunnies. Sure. That. Hurt your laugh. Bum, bum. Now I got the Muncie theme stuck in my head. I have hurt ears down. Man, I am rusty. Gloves up. Think about that for a second. Guys, give me just the strangest requests. That. But the little bit's out because, yeah, that's going to happen no matter how you try to contain it. Put that on here. Okay, yeah, that's not a bad stance. Not bad. Okay, so Bugs Tyson takes a bite out of the opponent's ear. I'd have to do that as chocolate. It happens rather regularly, Alec. And at this point, I'll be honest. My knee-jerk response was, well, duh, and leaving it at that. I don't mind confusing people. Now, got that. Strap there, strap there. Strap there, strap there. Put a turnstile over here. Pat it. Okay. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. All right. No, I'm not going to do that because if I start drawing the crowd, I'll have to finish drawing the crowd. I don't have time for that. This is a quick one. We're inking this. We are inking it zero style, which I'm still in. And off mistake. Figure out how I have therapy to get to talk to you. And I have therapy to get talk to you later. You do what you gotta do. I'm here if you need me. Sure. Okay. Let's zoom in. Oh, we need to change the color real quick to black. Boxing bunnies. Well, one of my favorite stories was when the waitress at Denny's pulled me aside to tell me just how wonderful my grandson looked and how good a job my daughter was doing raising my grandson. And I kind of found that interesting. I'm like, what? When I told Trey what happened, the woman said, "Okay, Daddy, that was shady, Trey. It was funny, but it was shady." And I love my friends. Yep. Nick, you can't just acquire people. There are laws. Nah. Laws, schmaws. I'm like, these are my peoples. It belongs to me. Go away. Oh yeah, that was a piece of hair that was coming out. I don't think I like that hair. We'll leave that chunk there. I don't like that hair. Okay, I know what's wrong. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Her ears were completely angled wrong. They'd be back in annoyance, like so. Not bad. They look a little bit like horns, but I can fix that. I can make like that. Added the tooths. There. Oh, the things you guys make me draw. Here. Be confident with your lines. Now. Yes, the thumb is on the outside. Because she has her knuckles face to her face. Hi, Matthew Cracky. How are you, sir? Let's see, what time is it? Oh, we're across the 2-hour line, and I'm starting to get destable on my internet, so I apologize. Oh, you got your prototype for your comic? Excellent. We're just kind of chilling right now. I hope the music isn't too loud for anybody, but I can barely hear it. That's because I'm deaf. Wrong button. Oh, I forgot. The cuff. There we go. And we'll hit that with an eraser. Not that big of a eraser. And then we'll come back here. We'll do one of these. Do one of these. A little bit more eyebrow. Still early in the match, apparently. But yes, I was requested to draw boxing bunnies. Boxing bunnies. I'm going to have to save up because the screen keeps going black on my tablet. Might be the cable going out though, so I have to check some things. Here we go. Keep on pulling down. Yep. A little more booty. There we go. A little Bootius Maximus. I think I made the tail just a little too big there, so that looks better. And thick thighs save lives. You could just tell that foot's going to torque to bring an absolute devastating right. That is just going to be mind-blowing. Do that. Let's zoom out for a second, get a better look. Do I recommend diamond for distribution? That is something I'm going to tell you to research because there are a lot of issues around diamond and a lot of challenges to getting into their well, this line, I'm sorry, this line should be much thicker. I forgot, she's closer. Into their ranks, for lack of a better word. I would seriously throw that question to oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, I just need to say something. This right here, I will come forward. This is the way. Anyhow, but all tongue-in-cheekness aside, there's a lot going on in the independent comic sphere, and while I dabble on the fringes, I am not authoritative enough in my knowledge to make a recommendation on that front. Now, I've got that Munzie song just absolutely stuck in my head. Thank you, Carl. I needed that Munzie song to be just absolutely forever stuck in my head. Will you go away? Thank you. Man. Is this perfect? No. Not in the least. Am I reasonably proud of it anyway, though? Yeah. You know what? I think I am. I think I captured everything that was needed to for the prompt, for the request. wobbly. My hands are a little sore. I may have to use cheater marks, but I don't want to use just straight lines. I want to at least try to pencil it in. But my hand is starting to get a little spasmy. So don't try to tell it to do what it's supposed to do. Let's hide the reds and look at what we got. That's not bad. You know what? All in all, that is not half bad. I'm going to add a layer just for safety. I'm going to grab my pen. I am going to grab, how big do I want to go with this? 8? Actually, I want the Milli pen at a 10. And I want to go here. Outline her like this. Because I want it to be apparent how much closer to top on. Oh, I must be wobbling this table again. It has an angle it does not like. There we go. Yeah, my hands are starting to get really spastic, guys. So I'm going to wrap this one out, and then I'm going to give my hands a break. Let's see. We do this. We do this. We do this, this, this. Whoa. Right here, like so. Piece of that eye, so I'm not sure if that. Yeah, we'll see. Let me pull this down to about 7 to 1. Yeah, there'd be a bit of that eye probably. You're almost done. I wish you could see what my tablet is doing, because then you'd understand why I'm twitching so much. But I want to add just a little more, because this is going to make them be a little more three-dimensional by having the difference in the line weights. Where, yips, that's not going where I want it to go. The bunny in back is mostly weighed at about 10. The bunny in front is about 10. So by keeping the bunny in back at about 7, it makes them pop out without being separated from. There we go. Oh yeah, she's. There we go. You guys wanted boxing bunnies. No, that's too. It's too thick. Let me come back over here and go finer. I should have switched to the Millipen earlier, because when my hand is being bad, it's a little more stable. And yes, I could turn on stabilization. I'm aware of that. I have mixed feelings about if stabilization is cheating or not, though, so I have to think about that. And I know that's not straight yet, but let's see. add a layer, blend mode, multiply, give me a fill, give me fairly dark gray. And let's see how we're doing. Okay, that one went well. That one went well. That one went well. That one went well. I see a couple parts I have to trim. I see that one's annoying, so I have to fix that. That line was past the tolerance line. Fine. Fine. Ah, bunny's boxing. Bunny's boxing. Whoa. My line work. My pen. Do that basically. Oh no, I don't like that because that's fine. Now if I come back here, go back here, it should go easy. That gives it a lot of more depth, and now you can kind of feel how they're. She needs a little bit of work in the. Oh, wrong color. I need my black back. Thank you. Do this. Do here. This little white fuzzy belly. Belly button. Give her some socks. That'll put a little more. There we go. That elastic band. There. 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 I kind of like it in this white. Oh, there's a spot here. Oh, yeah, we need to fix this line. It's come through here. This line right here. And I need to come right here and go. Oh, wrong color. Right idea, wrong color. Oh, why am I doing that? I'm still and there we are. Again, it's not quite perfect, but it gives the vibe. So you want unboxing bunnies? I'm thinking that works. But guys, my hand is about shot, so I am going to sign off on this one. Can I get my color back? Because my hand is actually hit this line. I'm going to have to do my exercises to get my hand back for most of the day. So, okay. Save as Foxy's boxing bunnies, because that's what she asked for. That's what she gets. File, export, king. Foxy's boxing bunnies. And I didn't put the apostrophe in the S because I didn't want to screw up the file format. Export time lapse. Well, guys, I hope you had fun on this one. Let me do art time lapse on this. I'll run some ads, and then we'll wrap this up as soon as I get this typed in. I just have to go through the ritual. That doesn't feel like it did that right. That didn't feel like. Let's see. Okay, it just glitched. There we go. So that's done that way. Now there's a Nevermore that needs to be furthermore. And red. Per, the original standards. heck am I going to put that? Probably right across her hair. Never mind the furthermore. And big enough to show. Center it a bit better. Like so. No. This is a tricky one. Okay, well, let's shrink this a bit more. Like so. Oh, it's there. It took some work. File, export single layer, JPEG, NTF, 614, it looks like. Oops, that should be space 1424, so that I can set up all the videos for next week. Save. Okay. Okay. Now, I need me back, and then I'll just close this out to make life a little easier on me. Save, I don't care. And get that zapped. Now, and we will hide this because you don't need that on the screen. All right, folks, we're at 2 hours and 22 minutes. I'm going to run the ad or two. If there's anything anybody wants to say, fire up in the comments because we are barreling towards the end of the day. I can't remember if I ran. Did I run her ad? Did I run Trollia's ad? I don't remember. And someone else we need to care for?
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel, but otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see, and an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
All right, guys. I want you guys to keep creating. I want you guys to keep rocking out and being who you are. So keep drawing, keep writing, keep creating, because you can edit it, you can improve it. You can't edit a blank page. I love you, and you should too. I will be back Friday for the next episode of Nevermind the Furthermore. I am sorry, guys, that for those who may have missed it in the beginning, Facebook is just not working with StreamYard right now. So very soon I'm just going to give up broadcasting to Facebook. It just doesn't seem to be working. I may have no choice. We will see. Other options are in the works. And I'm doing awesome things with Joe Bachman. So you guys have a great night. I've got some other things planned. You may see me earlier than you expect. Till then, toodles.